but fall is my absolute favorite season. I love everything about it. The crunchy, decaying leaves, plaid blankets, apples, cinnamon, pumpkins, the crispness in the air as the weather starts to change. Everything is changing and different every day, and it just fills my soul. Hello, beautiful love muffin. I hope you're having a most marvelous day and that you are ready to knit a gorgeous fall-inspired shawl. Beyond words to tell you about our beautiful new fall gloaming knit shawl design by Monica Wesley. Her designs are so beautiful and impeccable, and I think you are going to love how easy it is to knit this shawl. This design features two different sections. It has this beautiful knotted open work lacy section, which sort of looks like a cobblestone path strewn with leaves, and then this nice and easy stockinette with garter ridge section as well. We used our pearlescent worsted weight yarn for this pattern in 4 different colors. This yarn is a beautiful blend of superwash merino wool and silk, so it creates a very beautiful flowing and glowing shawl pattern. In addition to 4 colors of worsted weight yarn, you're also going to need US size 7 circular needles. You can download the full written PDF of this pattern at expressionfiberarts.com, and in that you're going to get all of the exact details as well as the number of repeats and color changes in this pattern. We're also going to link directly to the pattern and the yarn in the description box for you. To knit this shawl, you're going to begin with a few easy setup rows. You're going to start by casting on 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To work row 1, you're going to begin with a knit 1. Now you're going to work a decrease. Knit 2 together. Go ahead and knit those next 2 stitches together, and that's going to decrease 1 stitch at the start of this row. Now you're going to knit across until you have 2 stitches left. And when you get down to those 2 stitches, this is really, really important. You're going to work a knit front, back, front. So you are increasing by 2. Knit into the front, but leave it on your left needle. Wrap the yarn to the back and knit into the back, but again, leave it on your left-hand needle. Swing around to the front again and knit into the front again. So 1 stitch turns into 3. So make sure you're doing a knit front, back, front, and not a knit front and back. Go ahead and finish that last stitch with a knit 1. Or you're not going to get the same shape of shawl if you don't do that correctly. Okay, go ahead and turn that around. And let's work row 2, which is just purling every stitch across. And you're going to find a lot of rows in this pattern, you're just purling across. So it is a nice mental break where you don't have to think about what you're doing. Just purl all those stitches. Row 3 is nice and easy. You're just going to repeat row 1. So I'm going to show you one more time. Knit 1, work your decrease, and this is creating that unique shape of the shawl, which I love so much. Knit across until you have 2 stitches left, and then you're going to work your double increase, which is knit front, back, and front, and then finish with a knit 1, and that completes your setup rows. Now we're going to learn how to work the knotted open work section. Row 1, again another nice easy row. You're just going to purl every stitch all the way across. And it's just going to be nice and easy. Nothing to worry about on this row. Okay, row number 2, which is the right side of your shawl. You're going to start with a knit 1 and then work your decrease, which is a knit 2 together. Now, you're going to knit 3, 1, 2, 3, and then with your left hand needle, lift the first of those 3 stitches that you just knitted over the last 2 and off your right hand needle, and then yarn over. You're going to finish off with a knit 2, a knit front, back, and front, front, back, and front, and then finish with a knit 1. And you're already starting to see the shape of your shawl. Super exciting. Row number 3, another easy mindless row. You're just going to purl every stitch across. To work row 4, you're going to start with a knit 1 and a knit 2 together, and this is going to get really familiar. You're going to continue this throughout your shawl. So you've got your decrease there. Now you're going to start with a yarn over and then knit 3. 1, 2, 3, and again with your left hand needle, lift up that first stitch of those 3 that you just worked up and over and off. And you're going to continue to repeat that until you have 2 stitches left. We'll do it again. Yarn over, knit 3, 2, 3, and lift this stitch here up and over the other 2. When you get to the end, you can probably guess, you're going to knit front, back, and front to create that double increase, and then finish with a knit 1. Row 5, just go ahead and purl all the way across. Let's move into row 6. Again, we're going to work our decrease, knit 1, knit 2 together, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, and lift that first stitch of those 3 knitted stitches up and over, yarn over, and then repeat that until you have 3 stitches left. We'll do it again. Knit 3, 1, 2, and 3, and lift this stitch up. I told you this pattern is nice and easy. Go ahead and yarn over, and then you're going to finish with a knit 1, a knit front, back, and front, and then knit 1. There's a lot of repetition in this pattern. Row 7, you're just going to purl across. Moving on to row number 8. Start with your knit 1 and your knit 2 together. Yarn over and knit 3. 1, 2, 3. Again, lift that first stitch of those 3 up and over. And then you're going to continue to repeat that across the row until you have 4 stitches left. Yarn over, knit 3, 2, 3, lift that first stitch of those 3 up and over, and when you have 4 stitches left, you're going to yarn over, knit 2, with your left hand needle lift the first of those 2 stitches you just worked up and over this stitch like that, and then finish with a knit front, back, front, and a knit 1. Row number 9 is another easy one. You're just going to purl all the way across. For row number 10, again, you're going to start with your knit 1 and your knit 2 together, and we're just repeating this knotted open work section, just minor differences each row. Knit 3, 2, 3, and lift that first stitch up and over, yarn over, repeat till you have 2 stitches left. Knit 2, 3, lift that one over and yarn over. One more time. 1, 2, 3, lift this one up and over, yarn over, and then finish with your double increase, which is knit front, back, front, and a yarn over. I mean a knit 1. Row number 11, you're just going to purl to the end of your row. Row 12, look how beautiful this is already, is another really similar row. Knit 1, knit 2 together, and I'm sure you're getting the hang of this already. I hope you're practicing along with me, doing a little swatch so you can see how easy this is. Yarn over, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, lift that first stitch up and over, repeat that till you have 3 stitches left. 1, oops, I forgot my yarn over. Yarn over, 1, 2, 3, lift that first one up and over, yarn over, 1, 2, 3, lift that first stitch up and over, finish off with a knit 1, knit front, back, front, and then knit 1. Row 13, you're just going to purl to the end of your row. And you should have something that is looking like this. You can see the nice little open work section here. Then you just repeat those rows as mentioned in the pattern. Now to work the stockinette and garter ridge section, it couldn't be simpler. For this section, you're just working stockinette stitch and garter stitch ridges, and that is very simple. Stockinette stitch is just primarily where you knit the stitches on the right side row and then you purl them across on the wrong side rows. And then garter ridge, you're just knitting each stitch all the way across on both the right and wrong side rows. You're also going to work your decrease at the start of your row and your double increase at the end of your row where indicated in the pattern to help maintain the shape of your shawl. You're going to see for the stockinette and garter ridge section that other than your decreases at the beginning and your increases at the end, you're just working stockinette for these parts here and then garter ridges, which look like this, and you'll be alternating those throughout that section. And that is truly how simple this shawl pattern is. You're just going to repeat those sections, changing colors as mentioned in the pattern, and you're going to end up with this beautiful wearable piece that I really think you are going to love. Sometimes the most beautiful things are the simplest, and I hope that this pattern helps to bring that sense of magic and wonder and delight that autumn ushers in every year. Remember to download this pattern and others at expressionfiberarts.com, and you can also see our hand-dyed yarn there as well. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a marvelous day, and I'm going to see you next week with another gorgeous design. Ta-ta for now!